Good morning everyone, this is Shivangi ma'am here. I'm here to take class of standard 3 science chapter 1 and chapter name is food and feeding habits of animals. So before watching this video, go through this chapter, read it out thoroughly and after that watch this video. So food and feeding habits of animals. This chapter includes whatever the eating habits, whatever animals eat, it includes all of that topics. So here first question is, why do animals need food? So like as human beings need food to grow, similarly animals also need food to grow. They need food to grow. Have you seen a cow grazing in a field? Grazing means eating grass. Have you seen a cat chasing a mouse, running after a mouse? They do so because they need food. So these all animals, they do so because they need food. All animals need food. Animals need food to grow. Every animal, every living thing need food to grow. They need food to grow. You may have seen little kittens, how greedily they suck their mother's milk. Slowly a tiny kitten grows into a big cat. So every animal has their particular kind of food. Like cow eat grass, cat run after a mouse for their food, and the kittens, they drink milk of their mother. A pet dog is usually healthier than a stray dog. This is because a stray dog does not get enough food. A pet dog and a stray dog, they have a they are very different, because a pet dogs get its food on time, but a stray dog need to find their food from here and there, and then they get food. So animals need food to stay healthy. Like as human beings, animals also need food to stay healthy. Now another topic is, animals need food for energy. Some animals help us with our work. They need energy to do work. Every living thing, they need energy, and they need energy for their work. So they get energy from food. Most of the animals help us with our work. So if they do work, they need energy for it, and they get the energy from the food. They also need energy to move about. They get this energy from the food they eat. All animals need food to grow, to work and to stay healthy. So some of the animals which do not help us also, they also need energy to move here and there in search of food or to live. So food helps us helps to grow, to work and to stay healthy. All animals depend on plants for food. That is called food chain. Every animal, they depend on plants for their food. Some animals eat plants. Some animals eat plant-eating animals. Some animals eat both plants and animals. So some first category is some animals who eat plants, and another category is some animals eat plant-eating animals. So some animals those who eat plants, they eat those animals, and the third one is some animals eat both plants and animals. Thus all animals depend on plants for their food. So directly or indirectly, every animal depend on plants for their food. This is like a chain and is called a food chain. So this all is interlinked with each other, and this is called a food chain. All food chain begin from plants. So every food chain, they begin from plants. Now the category has been there is a name for every category: herbivore, carnivore and omnivore. So these are the three categories of animals and human beings also. Animals like cows and giraffe eat grass or green plants. They are plant-eating animals. Such animals are called herbivore. So those animals which eat only grass, only plants, they are known as herbivore. They are known as herbivore. Animals like lions and tigers eat the flesh of other animals. They are flesh-eating animals and known as carnivore. So those animals which eat only animals which eat flesh, they are known as carnivores. Animals like crows, bears eat both plants and the flesh of other animals. Such animals are called omnivores. So those animals which eat both plants and animals, they are known as omnivores. So first one is herbivore. Herbivore means the animals which eat only plants. Carnivore means which eat only flesh of other animals, and the omnivore means which eat both plants and animals. They eat different parts of plants. They get food from animals too in the form of milk, egg, fish and meat. Humans are also known as omnivores. So this is a rare case, like humans also are herbivore who eat only vegetables, but mostly human beings are omnivores. They eat plants also and they eat flesh of animals also. Food for domestic animals. Domestic animals do a lot of work for us. We should feed them well to keep them healthy and active. Domestic animals are those who does work for us. So we need to make them healthy and active. Animals like oxen, horses, camels, mules, elephants and donkeys carry loads or work in the fields. So these are the animals which carry loads for us, which takes the goods and the loads from one place to another. So they need energy giving food, so they should be fed on oat and fodder. So they do a lot of work for us, like they carry loads for us, so they need energy giving food, and those are oats and fodder. Animals like cows, buffaloes, goats gives us milk. They need milk producing food, so they should fed on grass and oilseed cakes. So animals like buffalo and goats and cows, they provide us milk, so they need milk producing food, and those food are known as grass and oilseed cakes. Now how animals feed. Now how animals get fed. Different animals eat different types of food. The feeding habits of animal depend on the type of food it eats. The mouth of an animal is suited to the type of food it eats. So here every animal has different kind of eating habits, and according to their mouth and structure they eat their kind of food. Animals that swallow their food whole. Now this is a category in which animals swallow their food, not chew their food. Some flesh-eating animals like snakes and frogs swallow their food whole. They do not bite it. They do not bite the food. They directly swallow their food. They do not bite or chew their food. So they do not have biting or chewing teeth. So these animals do not bite their food. They do not even chew it. So they do not have these kind of teeth also. They directly swallow. Nigalna. They directly swallow the food. A frog eats insects. It has a long and sticky tongue. It shoots out its tongue and catches the insect. The insect that gets stuck on the tongue makes a tasty meal for the frog. So for frog, they threw their tongue out and they have very sticky saliva or something on their tongue. They stuck the insect in their tongue and then take it as a food. They swallow it as their food. Animals that tear and chew flesh. Now the second category comes the animals who tear the flesh and chew the flesh. Some flesh-eating animals like lions, tigers, foxes and dogs chew flesh and bones. So they have very sharp, pointed and curved front teeth to tear the flesh. They also have strong grinding teeth at the back of their mouths. So these animals have very strong teeth, very biting teeth, who bites the food, bite the animal and eat their food. They also have chewing teeth, so that they chew the animal and eat it. Animals that have gnaw, G-N-A-W, gnaw. This means to bite something repeatedly or chew it hard. G-N-A-W, this means to bite something repeatedly, to bite something in a repeated process and chew it hard. Animals like rabbits, rats and squirrels gnaw their food and have very sharp front teeth. These kind of animals, they chew the food very hard and repeatedly they eat it. They have very sharp front teeth. These teeth help them to bite into seeds and fruits. So these teeth help the animal to bite them into seeds and fruits. Animals that eat grass and chew cud. Some grass-eating animals like cows, buffaloes and sheep first swallow grass without chewing it. So these are the animals which swallow the food directly. They do not chew the food meanwhile. After that, after some time, they bring it back into their mouths. Then they chew it with the grinding teeth. This is called chewing cud. So these kind of animals first swallow the food and store it in their stomach, and when they get relaxed, in a relaxed mode, the food again comes back to their mouth and they chew it again, and the food which comes again in their mouth, that is known as cud. C-U-D, cud. They also have biting front teeth to cut the grass. Watch these animals graze. You can actually hear the sound they make. So these have biting teeth so that they can bite the grass and take that as food. Animals that lap milk or water. Lap means to drink it. Animals like cats and dogs lap milk or water with their tongue. These animals intake their food by lapping the milk with their tongue. Feeding habits of some other animals. The trunk of an elephant helps it to eat and drink. So about elephant, their trunk help them to eat or drink. It uses its trunk to uproot grass and tear off branches from trees. You have seen they have a very big trunk. You have seen elephant, they have very big trunk. So they take the food from that trunk and they drink the water also from that trunk. The elephant also uses its trunk to suck up water and shoots the water like a fountain into its mouth. So they drink water also from their trunk, and they suck up the water and then shoots the water like a fountain from into their mouth. It uses its trunk to have shower also. So while elephant, they do their eating work and they take shower from their trunk. They hold the water, they sneeze the water, they hold the water and then throw it out as a fountain. An earthworm swallows soil which has parts of plants and animals in it. Now we'll talk about insects. The earthworm swallows soil. Earthworm takes its food as soil, and they eat soil, that soil which has parts of dead plants and animals. A butterfly has a long sucking tube. It uses this to suck nectar from flowers. Butterflies, they suck juice of the flower and they eat it as their food. Mosquitoes and leeches suck blood from the bodies of other animals. Mosquitoes have their food with mosquitoes and leeches, and leech is a kind of insect. They suck the blood from the animals and they take it as their food. Domestic animals need care. Domestic animals do a lot of work for us, so they need a lot of care also. All animals need protection and care. Domestic animals serve us well if we take good care of them. So if we do a lot of care to domestic animals, so they will return it back with doing work for us too. Food and water must be given to them in clean vessels. Their shelters must be cleaned regularly. Proper food and clean water should be given to domestic animals, and their shelters, their homes also should be get cleaned properly. Sick animals must be treated in time. We must always be kind to animals. We must always be kind. We should take care of them well because they help us in return, and we should treat, if they get sick, we should also take them to doctor, or we should treat them well. Thank you so much, class. Your chapter is over. See this explanation properly, understand it well. The word meaning work and question answer work I'll provide you in the WhatsApp group. Thank you, class. Stay home, stay well. Thank you.